Hi Leo, welcome to my channel. This is Scorpio Moon Tarot, here to give you your January 2019 reading. Happy New Year. I hope you've started out very well. I do apologise to my viewers for not being able to get a December reading done. My laptop had an issue and I couldn't actually record anything, so that is why I've been offline. It is not that I've stopped. It's just that I've not had the opportunity or the means to be able to continue reading for that month. But I'm back and I'm ready to give you your new reading for the new year. So I'm going to change it up slightly because one, I don't have as much time as I did. So everything's going to be a little bit shorter, a bit more concise and to the point. Obviously if it resonates with you and you want a continuation on a particular reading because it makes sense to you, you can get a private reading below. Just drop me an email on my email address. And yeah, so we're going to do a little bit of a general read and then a bit of a love read. So let's see what we've got going on for you this month in January. Okay. So, spirits, universe, ascended masters, and ancestors divine, please use me as a clear channel for messages for the sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of January 2019. Please use me as a clear channel for messages, general messages, firstly for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus for 2019. Please understand, guys, that this is a general reading, so not all messages will make sense to everybody. If it doesn't make sense to you, please just check your natal chart as well, because you may find that, you know, particularly with messages of love, it may be that your Venus is placed in some other sign like Pisces, and that you might find the Pisces reading with regards to love resonates more with you because that's where your placement of Venus is. I think it's like cafe astrology or something that you can go and do your natal chart on, which is fantastic. So if you don't already know it, go and check it. And if it doesn't make sense, please just go and check that other video and maybe it will. So, Spirit, what is going on for Leo? Main messages generally in the month of January 2019, please. Main situations. Okay. So bottom of the deck. Weirdly, this came up. I mean, I think this was at the bottom of the deck when I picked up my deck before I shuffled. So there is some sort of offer. It could, you know what? I feel like it's more of an apology than a offer of love, because the Page of Cups can generally be an apology as well. So maybe if there has been some sort of harsh words or arguments here in the month of January, someone is going to apologise, whether that be you or another person. But I do feel that right now, in the month of January, there may be opportunities being either missed or just not looked at, and this could be because there's some kind of conflict or argument with somebody, so you're not willing to take their apology. You're not willing to discuss. Maybe you've had an epiphany about a person, or there's some mental clarity that this person isn't right for you, or because there is that Five of Swords energy, which is always that no-win situation. So you may be dealing even with an earth sign. Could be with regards to money. Maybe you're not prepared to, they may have said some things to you that you're not prepared to take the apology for. Okay, so let's just clarify these. Why is the Four of Cups here, please, for Leo in general for January 2019? Why is the Four of Cups here for Leo? Okay. Yeah, so maybe someone's been gossiping. It could be gossip about a move or something that you're doing right now. Maybe it could be, you know, you may have been waiting for this apology from somebody because they've been gossiping about you, or there's been some misinformation, and you're not willing to compromise. I feel, Leo. I feel like, you know, you, even though this offer of apology is coming in, or maybe you're waiting for an apology. For some of you, you could be waiting, you could be looking at someone, because this is the card of the spy as well, the Page of Swords. You could be waiting and looking and kind of hoping that this person's going to come in and offer you an apology, but maybe you won't take it because you're just like, well, it's too late now. Okay, let's have a look. Ace of Swords. What's going on with you? Maybe you are like, you've got some breakthrough here in the month of January. So let's see what this is regarding. It can be regarding another person. Yeah, so maybe you've got a breakthrough or some clarity about a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or oh, why can't I think of the other fire sign? Aries. Oh my goodness. Right, so maybe you've got some sort of clarity here. So maybe there is an opportunity that is being missed here. It could be an opportunity to even travel overseas. Maybe it is that you're analysing a situation too deeply, and by analysing, you are lacking the drive to do something. You may be over-analysing a situation and waiting for something rather than taking the opportunity. So that's for some of you as well. Yeah, maybe you've got a breakthrough. This can also be your energy because it's Leo. So maybe this is just you coming into your mental clarity regarding a situation. I'm not sure what it is. It could be creatively. It could be action-oriented, travel. Let's see. Oh, that is way too many cards, Spirit. Let's see where we're at. Okay, can I get one card, please? One card to, again, clarify this Queen of Cups with the Ace of Swords. In reference, like, what is this in reference to, please? What is it in reference to? I feel like it could be a person, so some of you, yeah. Okay, so Queen of Swords. Again, we've got a lot of swords energy. There's some honesty. Maybe there is some kind of someone speaking their truth, being quite direct and honest. They may be quite fiery, but maybe this is your energy. Maybe you are taking the lead a little bit more here. This could also be you being quite wanting to win, but realizing that actually there is no win situation with this. Maybe it's like, I mean, what I'm getting definitely is there could be arguments and someone has to apologize this month. Doesn't necessarily have to be relationships. This can be within a work environment, friendships, anything like that, because this is a general read and I'm not seeing any cups really. So why is the Queen of Pentacles here, please? Yeah, so maybe there is no there's something not coming together for some of you with an earth sign, or it could be a mother figure even, because we do have two queens here. We have three queens in the deck. So there's quite a few people here. So yeah, I do feel that maybe there is a situation where there's been an argument or a situation with possibly an earth sign, but there's no victory in it. I feel like maybe this person doesn't want to know, or you don't want to know. You're kind of done with them. You're saying, I'm done and dusted. There is that three energy here, which is, you know, no one's winning. Why is the Five of Swords here, please? What in relation to this reading is the Five of Swords, please? But yeah, you definitely gaining some sort of mental clarity. Okay, so Five of Swords. So yeah, it could definitely be to do with family as well. For some of you, I feel like this is could even be to do with home, moving, like I mentioned here. There is this opportunity possibly to move. Someone may not be willing to compromise, and you now have a breakthrough regarding maybe another fire sign or an earth sign for some of you, that this is not going to work. There's too much conflict in regards to movement and harmony. Okay? So that's what I'm feeling for this month. Like some of you definitely are dealing with some conflict, some need to apologize, communication, but the communication can be quite fiery, and it can be not victorious. Okay, so maybe you're trying to nurture this situation and be realistic and be the bigger person, but someone yet is still unwilling to compromise. They still want to win the argument or the battle. Okay, so I hope that makes sense for some of you. Obviously it will not be for everybody, but if you've clicked on my channel, usually there is a reason through spirit and through the divine for you to come and find me. Man, I am seeing the Tower so much today. Like, I think my first 3 readings had the Tower, which really is, you know, and every time I shuffle and sometimes a card flips, which I don't generally take because the way I'm guided to read is that when the card comes out, the message is there. If the card flips, it's just to show its energy, and I've seen the Tower quite a few times. So there could be, you know, again, a revelation here, a breakthrough, because I don't see the Tower generally always as a negative card, but it can be something quite shocking. So maybe there is news, some kind of clarity that you get regarding someone who is argumentative and, you know, trying to cause disharmony for some of you. Okay, so Spirit, what is going on for Leo in love in the month of January 2019? What is going on for Leo in love? Wow, so look, we have the 2 same cards, and you saw I did shuffle. Some of you, okay, so dealing with an Aries, I'm seeing Aries here, and the Emperor. What I'm seeing is you may be having, some of you, a brand new start, or a new, if you're not speaking to someone and they have not been taking your offer, there may be some communication with a person here, like almost like a brand new start of a new cycle. So if you've been out of communication with someone, I do feel communication is coming in, and it could be that they're not taking an emotional offer, they're still standing still, and they're still not, you know, there's no movement per se on a emotional level. However, there may be direct communication here with somebody, possibly an Aries or a Pisces, Aries cusp could be. Why is the Fool? Okay. The 2 of Rods and the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so this could be, I feel like this could be generally you just really planning now for your own beginning. There may have been a situation where someone has been, you know, in January you might find that someone does come in and they may be leaving you hanging, or you may just be disinterested. So for those of you that are dealing with a Pisces, that person might be too passive for you. As a Leo, for 100%, your fire sign, fire and water, they can work, but generally, you know, you're such on different levels that maybe one of you is just not taking the opportunity here, or an offer, because maybe you don't see it working. Maybe you're kind of content with where you're at. Even though this card can bring discontent, I feel more that you're discontent because you don't, you know that you're not content with that situation, if that makes sense. For some of you, definitely new beginnings, new starts in love. You may have 2 options. You may be working on a relationship. You may be building finances to move into your own property. I am seeing with the 2 of Rods, there may be 2 options here. You may be dealing with an Aries and a Pisces for some of you and don't know which way to go. You're considering it. You're seeing which one to work with, because we do have the 3 here. Why is the Ace of Swords here in love for Leo in January? Why is the Ace of Swords here for love for Leo in January? Why is the Ace of Swords here for Leo in January? Okay, thank you. Yes, okay, so some of you, maybe dealing with an earth sign. And I did get this, obviously, in the last part, so maybe they are interconnected, where there's some sort of clarity, because we had the Ace of Swords and then we had the Queen of Pentacles next to the Ace of Swords in the previous reading. So there could be something of a breakthrough, either with an earth sign, or just on, you know, maybe you're realizing that what you need. Okay? So if someone is kind of being all single as well, and not really, still kind of not really focused on you and focused on their work and not really choosing a path, maybe it's time for you to nurture yourself. Maybe you have this breakthrough this month that actually you need to work on yourself. You need to work on your finances. If this person is not taking action and is being disinterested or not taking your offer of love and being a little bit whimsical, then I think, you know, you have this epiphany. Again, this can be an epiphany regarding an earth sign, some clarity, some communication. So for those of you that are dealing with someone of this nature, I do feel like communication will be coming in, but I don't feel like they'll be taking an offer of love, or you may not be taking an offer of love. But I feel like because the Hangman is upright, this is all about, you know, someone making a sacrifice because they have to rather than because they want to. They're having to do this, take a break from something for whatever reason. Let's have a look what it is. Okay, so someone has got some work to do on, it could be something to do with children. This can also mean someone, you know, back from your past childhood issues. They may be quite, what's the word? They may have been rejected in childhood and they don't really know how to take love. Okay, so for some of you, you may be dealing with someone, and this could also be you. Maybe there's been a situation in your childhood where, you know, you've had that abandonment or rejection, and this now has kind of left you or the other person not really knowing how to accept new love. Okay, and maybe that's just why this Hangman is here, because they don't know. They're trying to see how they can move forward. Maybe they're trying to look at it from a different perspective, some guys. Yeah, look, they're trapped. So they may be trapped by a situation. What is the Eight of Swords here for? What are they trapped by? I know it's mentally trapped, but what is this? Okay, so the Three of Swords, not being able to move, okay? Like not seeing the bigger picture. This is someone that's generally quite closed off. Maybe they're taking that time out right now because they realise this. Okay, so for some people, if this is not you, there could have been, you know, this energy where you've been trapped, or they've been trapped in their own mind for so long that they don't really know how to accept or embrace emotion. They may be really good financially, they may be really fun. Okay, so this, for some of you, you might be dealing with someone who, you know, is very passionate, but they're non-committal right now. But I feel like they've got commitment issues, and maybe this is where that clarity comes from, and this is what you're seeing. You know, you need someone who's nurturing. You need someone who is on your wavelength, who is grounded. Maybe this person isn't, that you're dealing with for some of you. Possible, like I said, Pisces or Aries for some. But I feel like this stems from childhood. And it may be that they've dealt with abandonment issues, so they have their own issues with how they accept love. So maybe they are taking time out right now for that reason, because they know that this mental entrapment is their own doing, and they need to work and heal on that. They need to heal it. But I don't see ships coming in right now. There may be some clarity. I don't know whether there's even communication, but I feel like, you know, maybe this is a brand new epiphany for either you or this other person, that, you know, you need a new start. There is two directions you can go in. You have to work on yourself first, okay? Or this person has to work on themselves first. So with that comes clarity that you also have to work on yourself. And then this, you know, this energy here is all about them just not being able to. I feel like they can't take an opportunity because they don't know how, okay? I'm feeling like quite emotional, because it's like they're so trapped and they don't want to be, okay? And I feel like this is possibly why there's some stagnant energy. There's nothing moving. It's quite passive because they know that they're their own doing, okay? So that's for some of you, Leo. Obviously, you know, this is quite specific in areas, but I hope it resonates. and I will speak to you in February. If you liked the reading and it resonates and you'd like a private reading, please just hit me up on my email below. Alternatively, like, subscribe to my channel, that would be amazing, and thank you so much, and I'll see you next month. Bye.